Horticulture in Myths and Legends by McKenna Jorgensen and Leslie Smith.
Greek and Roman gods and goddesses are probably the most popular and well-known mythology. The following are the legends from Greek and Roman culture that are related to horticulture.
The image on the right depicts Demeter, the Greek goddess of fertility, agriculture, and horticulture. On the left is her Roman counterpart, Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture, mainly fruit and grain. A cornucopia is often seen with both of these goddesses.
Bacchus is considered the Roman god of wine and vegetation. Greek legends also have a god of wine named Dionysus.
The Roman goddess of fruiting trees and orchids is Pomona. Her name is from the Latin word pomone, which means fruit. It is thought that she would watch over and protect fruit trees and care for their cultivation. It is also said that she was an expert in pruning and grafting. In Roman mythologies, Vertumnus was depicted as her husband. He was the divinity of seasons and ripening of plant life. Together they would watch over people and their homes and fields. Sulfanius was also a Roman god of woods and fields.
According to Greek legend, the cornucopia is the horn of Amalthea, the goat which was a foster mother to Zeus. In one version of the myth, young Zeus, unaware of his strength, accidentally broke off the horn of the goat while he was playing with her. In a darker version, he slaughtered the goat once he reached manhood. He made a shield from her hide and gave the horn to the nymphs who raised him, and this horn provided an eternal abundance of farm-raised food. This is why a cornucopia is often shown with Ceres and Demeter.
The discovery of raspberries is tied to a Greek legend. According to this myth, raspberries were discovered while the gods were searching for berries on Mount Ida. This agrees with their Latin name Rubus Idaeus, which means bramble bush of Ida.
There are also some mythologies and legends from Egyptian culture. The ancient Egyptians believed that giving flowers was a token of good luck for both the giver and the recipient. Folklore states that taking out-of-season blooming flowers into a house or giving them to a friend will bring bad luck.
Norse mythology also has some gods and goddesses described in horticulture. Freyr, depicted on the left, is the ruler of peace and fertility, rain and sunshine. He was the son of the sea god Nhor in the old legend. Idun, depicted on the right, is the goddess of spring or rejuvenation, and the wife of Brigitte. She was the keeper of the magic apples of immortality, which the gods must eat to preserve their youth.
Native Americans are commonly known for their connection to nature and for having different legends describe certain aspects of horticulture.
The Cherokee tribe described a goddess named Silu, the Corn Mother. Her name literally means maize or corn in the Cherokee language. Silu was killed by her twin sons, who feared her power. But with her dying instructions, she taught them to plant and farm corn, so that her spirit was resurrected with each harvest. The Ojibwa tribe also has a corn spirit named Madman. His name literally means corn in their language, and he was known for sacrificing himself to bring corn to the people. The Three Sisters were another Native American legend that is still used today in farming practices. The Three Sisters are corn, beans, and squash. They are seen as the three beautiful sisters because they grow in the same mound in the garden. The corn provides a ladder for the bean vine. They together give shade to the squash. The legend of the Three Sisters are as follows. A long time ago, there were three sisters who lived together in a field. These sisters were quite different from one another in their size and way of dressing. The little sister was so young that she could only crawl at first, and she was dressed in green. The second sister wore a bright yellow dress, and she had a way of running off by herself when the sun shone and the soft wind blew in her face.
The third was the eldest sister, standing always very straight and tall above the other sisters and trying to protect them. She wore a pale green shawl, and she had long yellow hair that tossed about her head in the breeze. There was only one way the sisters were all alike, though. They loved each other dearly, and they always stayed together. This made them very strong. One day a stranger came to the field of the three sisters, a Mohawk boy. He talked to the birds and other animals. This caught the attention of the three sisters. Late that summer, the youngest and smaller children disappeared. Her sisters were sad. Again the Mohawk boy came to the field to gather reeds at the water's edge. The two sisters who were left watched his moccasin trail, and that night the second sister, the one in the yellow dress, disappeared as well. Now the elder sister, who was the only one left, she continued to stand tall in the field. When the Mohawk boy saw that she missed her sisters, he brought them all back together, and they became stronger together again.
The real meaning of plant catalog terminology.
Moisture-loving plants are ideal for landscaping all your bogs and swamps.
Carefree refers more to the plant's attitude than to your workload.
Vigorous is code for has a Napoleonic compulsion to take over the world.
Grandma's favorite, until she discovers free-flowering, disease-resistant hybrids.